entertainmentbuddha.com.
Hey yo, Walking Dead Nation, Matt Heywood here from entertainmentbuddha.com, bringing you the latest top X most impactful scenes from last Sunday's episode of The Walking Dead. Last Sunday was yesterday, and the episode was called Twice as Far. So I found 5 impactful scenes from this latest episode. So let's get down with the countdown. So the first impactful scene from Twice as Far happens right at the beginning of the episode when we finally get to see what Morgan has been up to. You know, we've seen him working on these metal bars, didn't really have an idea what he was building. Well, Rick found what he was building, and he has built himself a jail cell in his house in Alexandria. So why is this impactful? Well, I have an idea it's going to play into maybe the end of this season or the beginning of season 7, but I have a feeling that's not the last we're going to see of Morgan's prison, because as he tells Rick, he built it to give them choices the next time Alexandria is attacked, which, based on the episode we saw last night, there's a good chance it's probably going to be attacked soon. So the second most impactful scene is when Abe and Eugene roll up on this factory, and Eugene explains his big plan. I mean, yeah, that's pretty impactful if they find a way to manufacture their own bullets. But what came out of this scene was the rift between Eugene and Abe, when Eugene essentially tells Abe, hey man, I'm Eugene 2.0. I don't need you anymore. You're useless, which leads Abe to leave Eugene, and then, well, we know what happens with Eugene after that. But more to come later on in the countdown. The next most impactful scene was definitely one of the patented The Walking Dead somber moments. So the whole episode was moving kind of slow. 3/4 of the way through, it's focusing on Rosita and Denise wanting to go out and kind of find her inner badass. She even kills her own walker. And just as she's explaining to Daryl and Rosita her big plans and why she chose them to take her out and the mind game, this, that, and the other thing, whoosh, what do we see but an arrow poke through her eye as she tries to finish her last sentence? That's right, people, Denise is dead after trying to make herself a tougher person. More interesting, though, she dies at the hands of Dwight, who is, obviously, we now know, a savior, and the same guy that Daryl saved a few episodes back towards the beginning of Season 6 when they ganked his bike. So, see, Daryl, you should have murdered him. The next most impactful scene from this episode of The Walking Dead happens right after Denise takes an arrow to her eye. So we see this group, they wax Denise. We see they also have Eugene captured, and Dwight's using him as bait, like, hey, I'm going to whack him if you guys don't turn over Alexandria to us. And just as you think, Eugene rats out Abe, telling Dwight that, hey, we've got a friend over there looking to kill you. What does Eugene do? But he flips his Eugene 2.0 switch on, and he bites Dwight's dick. He bites it hard. He does not let go. He's like a dog chewing on a bone. And sure enough, it's a distraction that Daryl, Rosita, and Abraham needed to get the upper hand on Dwight's faction of saviors. So Eugene 2.0 is definitely here. And I love the little exchange that him and Abe had after the fact once we found out that Eugene was going to be okay. It was just brilliant. Abe basically succeeding to Eugene that he is Eugene 2.0 and he is the best dick biter he's ever seen. The final impactful scene from Twice as Far is more of a impactful voiceover. Yes, Carol informs everyone, not just her new lover, that she is leaving Alexandria. She's come to a point where she can no longer kill people, so we've lost Rambo Carol, and she feels like since she can't kill people, she can't protect those that she loves, so she decides to take off and just leaves a letter explaining that to everyone. So we really don't know where she's going, ultimately why she left, or how we will run into her again, but it's definitely probably the most impactful thing to come out of this episode, besides Denise getting wasted and more of the savior conflict boiling up. So bye for now, Carol. We will miss you, but I know we will probably see you before this season ends. Let's just hope it's not in a grave. All right, people. Well, that's it for the most impactful scenes twice as far, the latest episode of The Walking Dead. I'm Matt Heywood. Hopefully you've enjoyed what you've listened to, watched, whatever. It doesn't matter. Just subscribe to us on YouTube, youtube.com/entertainmentbuddha, and make sure to hit up the website, entertainmentbuddha.com, on a daily basis to make yourself a better geek, one post at a time.